Biggs holding on a great deal now. There was a right hand by Tyson. And another.
Biggs, you have to say, he takes a good shot, but this was not necessary. I mean, I figured that Biggs would use that height, that reach, and his ring generalship to make this fight a little easier for him. Instead, he abandoned this tactics strategy he worked on in the gym and select to fight Mike Tyson's fight. I love those body shots, Barry. If we get a fighter that takes away his legs, so you won't see that much.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
It's the same principle. Mike Tyson's wearing his man down. And the way you can tell this, Burns, in fact, you notice this very, very seldom does Biggs retaliate. Very seldom you see Biggs come back with a combination of his own.
No punch, let him out. Let him out, Jones. Let him go. Come on, Jones. Let him go, take the point away. These two, of course, go back a long way, all the way back to amateur days. Now the left hand, and there's a great shot. Biggs is in trouble.
Yeah. The way it looks now, Biggs is like a defeated warrior now. He's been pounded on for 5 rounds, and he's slowly but surely wearing down. His legs don't look steady. Tyson's getting stronger,
and Biggs is just holding on. Well, that made the bettors happy, if nothing else, because Tyrell Biggs has lasted 6 rounds. They say that Tyson is predictable, but so is a hurricane. What can you do about it?
Well, here's something that hasn't been predictable the last couple of weeks because of the football strike, but inside the NFL will now be back because the strike has been, and I'll put it in quotes, settled. Your hosts, Len Dawson and Nick Bonacani. It's right here on HBO Thursdays at 11.
More 7, like again, more 7, more 7. That 6 is beautiful. Let's see, 6-5-1, 6-5-2-1. Get to the side. Play this guy now. You understand? This guy's got nothing. Give him the fame. Like you did before. Give him the fame. Give him the fame. Get to the side. Fight.
You're taking the best of these guys. So what the hell's wrong with you? Call it back. Come on, this guy's gone. Now listen. Come on, you're better fighter than him. Far from your chin, though. The guy can't fight inside. So if you got no legs, fight him inside if you got no.
Those numbers you heard were a fight combination. D'Amato, the mentor of Mike Tyson, used to put numbers on the different fight combinations, and Kevin Rooney is Tyson's disciple.
I heard something interesting in Biggs' corner. He told him, this trainer said, if your legs are gone, stand there and fight him. Stand toe-to-toe and fight him. So apparently the legs of Tyrell Biggs are shot because you don't see movement. He hasn't had movement actually for the past 2 or 3 rounds. And just to further that point, in the last round, our punch that figures Tyrell Biggs threw 15 punches, Ray. Again, like I said earlier, Barry, he's just wearing down. You can appreciate, especially from ringside, those body attacks by Mike Tyson. I mean, he gets his whole body, a lot of leverage. I am surprised that I've not seen that many uppercuts from Tyrell Biggs.
Now, that was his game plan. I mean, that was something he said he had to do.
No pressure. Get that cool. Let him go, Charlie. Let him go. Sit back. Good.
That cut, incidentally, at least for the last couple of rounds, has not shown any more blood. It appears to me that Biggs is trying to time Tyson with the counter right. I notice when Tyson comes in, Biggs tries to stand his ground and throw a right hand. So now that tells me that Biggs is pretty much falling to the same trap as Mike Tyson, trying for one punch.
And he's never, there's the right hand that just caught Biggs off balance.
Biggs is covering up a lot of times unnecessarily and just trying to protect himself. Biggs, of course, has never been known as a guy who could put a man away with one punch. He dropped snipes with a good right hand. But he didn't give him away. The elbow there from Tyson. Cavarone was telling Tyson, give a couple head fights.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand. 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
And what we've seen has happened so often in which a fighter after a few rounds starts to hang on to Tyson that we have to say it's Tyson's credit. He's the one who makes it happen. He makes it happen with his pressure. And no matter what an opponent's plan is, that plan disintegrates like a broken piece of crockery when it's faced with that kind of pressure. There's no way to practice for that. I pointed out in the past, it's like trying to, how do you practice to hit Nolan Ryan's fastball or Boris Becker's serve? Where do you get the practice for that?
You don't. It's that simple. Let's take a look at the first knockdown. It was a left hand and a big one, and I feel like I'm being redundant with that, but he hit him with many big left hands, Ray. Well, look at the right hand of Tyrell Biggs. It's down, and the left hook has been landed from round one. But the first minute or two of round one, Biggs was doing his job, boxing. Now he becomes a stationary target. That toe-to-toe tactics proved wrong against David Bay, which he subsequently was cut, and now the same thing happened. So all we had was actually a replay of what took place. Here, Mike Tyson just wears his man down with beautiful short left hook.
It was really more his legs than anything else. He was just kind of off balance, had his legs together, just never really got it together. Here's the final knockdown now.
No, I think it's the power and the fact that Mike Tyson actually wore his man down.
One more look at the end for Tyrell Biggs.
And Bud, let me say this for you and Larry. There is a way to stop a guy coming in, and it's with a jab. You got to work on jabs, angles, and combinations.
Yeah, and Ray, he did it for one round. That was it.
But that was his fault, bro. He forgot. He just gave up. We just abandoned the tactics that would have been effective.
Now, that's what I mean. As a matter of fact, and I don't mean to just blow smoke at you because you did it, but you were the only person I've ever seen start with a fight plan and stay with a fight plan and just not get away from it.
Well, that's what is required against a guy with the kind of heart, determination, power of Mike Tyson. He's got to be consistent.
Let's get the official decision now from Michael Buffer. Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the 7th round. The winner, still the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
All right, right now, Larry Merchant trying to make his way over to the champion, and I believe he is. Let's go to Larry right now with Mike Tyson. Larry?
And I'm with Mike Tyson, who first administered a paint job and then sort of wrecked the whole house. Mike, he looked very impressive in the first round, looking like Ali the way he moved and jabbed. What were your thoughts at that point, and then how did you attack him to stop that?
Well, in my mind, I knew this was 15 rounds, and I was prepared to put the pressure on constantly for 15 rounds. You know, I was having a great time in there. I felt good. I was in the best condition of my life, and I did what